Hi everyone, it's Tara. Welcome back to Tara's Take. So today we're going to make these super simple double page quadruple pockets. I got the idea from Tina. It's one of her oldies but goodies, and this will be, say this is our journal page, okay? When we're done, we'll have a pocket. You can put it anywhere you want, of course, but we'll have a pocket that you can make as big or small as you want as well, but it'll have this pocket, this pocket, this pocket, and this pocket, and it's super easy. So let's get started. You're going to need some paper. I've got my bone folder. You can use your scissor handles. I've got my scissors, my glue, my dry wipe, and what I did was I grabbed a selection of cardstock. You don't have to use cardstock. You can use digitals printed out on a little bit thicker paper than copy paper. You can use scrapbook paper, anything you want, okay? I'm gonna use these smaller kits here. I'm always trying to use these pads up. I also have the little pad that I just got. Now this paper is a little bit thinner, so I'm not sure if I want to use it for this, even though these are really cute. I also have these pages from a Happy Mail that I got from Pammy. These are really nice. I may not use these either, just because I really like them and I've been hoarding the last few I have. But I do have these larger pages from Tim Holtz stuff that would look kind of cool on there, so we'll see about using some of those. Let's see. And yeah, this is one of those that I used with Pam, or that Pammy gave me, so I probably won't use that one either. However, these guys could totally be used. So see, you could make it smaller or larger. It doesn't really matter. So all you're going to do is, I'm going to grab a piece of my paper here, and I'm going to use the black. I think that'd be kind of fun. I don't think I ever make anything with this paper, hardly ever, unless I'm going to, like, unless I'm going to do some embossing. I don't usually use the black paper so much. So you're just going to fold it in half lengthwise, okay? And then at this point you can decide how big you want your pockets to be. Like I could do like almost a full page pocket. I could do a small pocket. I think I'll do two. I'm going to do one that's a little bit smaller, and I'll do one that's a little bit bigger, okay? And then you're going to grab some decorative paper. And like I said, you can use two decorative papers. It's totally up to you. I'm going to use this one. I think this one's cool for working with the black. It's got that perforated line at the top, so I'm just going to cut that off. Okay. And let's see. Okay, so then you're going to go ahead and I'm going to measure this. Well, I'm just going to fold it in half and then I'll cut off what I don't need. How's that? Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and make it about, my pocket will be, yeah. I'm just going to cut this down. Throw these in my scrap bag down here on the floor. Looks like I cut this pretty uneven, so I'm going to have to fix that. And you can make the pockets as deep as you want too. You don't have to. Let's make this better. We need to make this better. This is not. We gotta go from here. There we go. There we go. That's better. Nice. Much straighter than it was. Still a little crook, but okay. And then and put it on here. And I'll just go ahead and do this and trim this edge off. Why is it doing? There we go. That's better. This is very, it's arguing with me. I obviously folded this crooked or something. Or maybe this is my straight edge I need to use. Oh, that's it. That was the edge I cut before. That's how crooked it was. Use it along here. And you'll probably have to trim, you know, a little bit. But now all you do, and you can choose to, you can put some glue on this center piece here. I don't think you'd really absolutely need to, but we're gonna run, I'm gonna try this. I did it one side at a time on that first one I made, but let's see. Oh, me and my straight lines, right? There. Okay. And we're gonna go ahead and put this down as straight as I can. And then just fold these edges up. Grab my dry wipe. Okay, and now you have a little tiny edge here that needs trimmed. Very small amount right here. Let's see, how about this one? Looks good. Okay, so there we go. And that's gonna be, like, say this is a journal page like I showed you before. Okay, it'll just be like so. And then you can glue this. So you could glue it this way and have your pocket at the top and then a side pocket. You could do a thumb hole on this one, or you can glue all three edges. I don't even know if you need to glue this part, but it'll give it a little more seal, I guess, to the edge of the page. But you can glue here, and then you've got this pocket and this pocket. And you flip it, and you have this pocket and this pocket. Super easy. Okay. Yeah, I was looking at her mass makes because I am, you know, I just wanted something easy today, and so many of her mass makes, I love them, and I haven't really been watching. I'm going to trim off this perforated side here. I haven't really been watching anything lately, to be honest. I've got so much going on that kind of been taking some time to deal with life in myself. Let's see here. I'm wondering, this pink would look kind of cool. So I'm just going to fold that to that perforated line. I'm going to end up cutting some of this off anyway, so I don't think it's really going to matter all that much. Let's go ahead and... Okay. Let's see if I can go straight. Relatively straight. I want that little newspaper part there. Okay, cute. Yeah, I think these will be really cute decorated on the side of a page. A little bit different type of pocket. And you could also do them at the bottom, like say this is your journal page. You could also do them this way. Okay. And then when you open, you'd have that side. So yeah, versatile little things. So I'm going to do what I did the last time. I found that a little bit easier. I'm just going to run my glue along this edge. Okay. So I'm pretty sure you guys are good to go. You don't need me to walk you through another one. Pretty easy peasy, right? And just sit this down here as even as possible. All right. There you go. Another one. So cute. I am going to trim this one. I can see where it needs a touch of trimming on the edges here. Okay. All right. Come on. There we go. Just trying to catch the edge of that white there. That's better. Okay, number 3. Well, number 2 with you guys. Number 3 for me. Okay, so I went ahead. Today is Thursday of last week. You know how I always film a little early. I usually do it on Friday, but I decided to do it today because I needed to talk to my friends, to be honest. I've already had a morning. Found out yesterday, a few things are going on. First of all, I found out yesterday by text, the owner of the house, you guys are in on my drama, what's going on here. So the owner of the house texts me and says, so the investment group, he's a part of an investment group, it's not just him, at least as far as I know. But he said the investment group had a meeting this morning and we've decided to sell the house. Courtney and I, he goes, what does this mean to you? Nothing. Your lease will still be honored, and you will still get your repairs, or the repairs done to the house, which I'm not sure what that means. I don't know if that means he's still going to take a room away, or if he's just going to finish the repairs. I really honestly don't know what exactly that means for me and for Courtney. But he's already selling the house. Okay, he took on more than he could chew financially, because this house was not worth what he paid for it, on top of what he's going to have to invest in it to get it done. See, because of that plumbing issue, it's not just a plumbing issue. They're going to probably have to redo like the whole sewer section, tank and all of it. I mean, everything. They're probably going to have to like uproot part of the garage or something. I'm pretty sure there's going to be some digging going on. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. And then I don't know. I'm hoping that means he's not going to take the room away. Why would you invest, $20,000 more putting a kitchen and a bathroom and everything else into a room that you're going to sell the house? I don't know. Because it's not going to up the amount of the house all that much. You know what I mean? Anyway, so that's the drill, guys. That's the story today. That's my scoop on the house. And then, as you know from the devotion I did for Friday of last week, today's the day I got the news about my daughter's hearing or mediation, and that's tomorrow. So I am asking all of my prayer warriors out there to pray for my daughter and I, that we'll be able to communicate, because the biggest question from that side is, why have you guys not been in touch more than you have in the last 3 years or 5 years? And the answer to that is, we were pushed away by the dad of my grandson over and over and over again. We were actually told, well, my daughter was actually told, if you keep pushing, I will take him out of state and you'll never see him again, that kind of stuff. So because the dad knew that we really didn't have the money to fight him in court, and it's all, I'm leaving it in God's hands. Like I said to you guys the other day, I feel much better than I did earlier when I recorded our devotion, because I was very tearful, and as you know, if you listen to the devotions, I was crying and stuff, but that's okay, because God is in control, and I know that. But I still am asking that those of you who didn't hear me ask on Friday, please pray for my family. I would appreciate it deeply. What else is going on? Let's see. We went on our trip with Miss Charity and Jack, and we had so much fun, but I was so worn out. It was hysterical because, oh my goodness, they are amazing people. I think I told you about the trip on Saturday's video, more than likely, because I was still really excited about it, and I was tired, and I was talking about it. Yeah, I didn't tell you guys. I don't think I told you guys. Being in the car for 2 days like that caused my knee to go into a fit. I've been dealing with constant swelling ever since the trip. Oh my gosh, so bad. The swelling's so bad in my knee, and it hurts so much. Yeah, so it had kind of, oh, this is pretty cool. Look at that. That would look nice, right? Would it look good with this one? This one. Actually, I kind of like it on both of them, but I'm going to use it. But yeah, so I've been dealing with super swollen knee all week, but that's okay. It was totally worth it because we had so much fun with our friends. And let's see what else. Oh, I bought, you know how I'm going to be cooking for the homeless next week for the ministry, the breakfast. So I was able to get these papers for like sandwich wraps and stuff, and I'm thinking they can totally be used with our crafting because they're really cool. I'm just not sure which color I want this on because it'll match either one, I think, because of the green and then the beige, the yellow. I think I'll use the yellow because there's yellow in the leaves there. But anyway, yeah, so I was able to get a food warmer, and it was only 17 bucks on Amazon, and it's a good one. It's a double one, which is really cool because it has, you know, 2 levels. So I can put a pan on the top and the bottom. And then the other thing I got was these papers, and I was thinking, I was just saying that, I was thinking that it would totally work for us to use these for something. I need to not do like that. For like, you know, crafting or something, because they're kind of a kitchen paper. They're like for sandwich wraps and burritos and stuff. So, and then I got, oh, and then I got little plastic cups and lids to put the salsa in. So I'm excited. I haven't gotten to like do this. I mean, I've been helping the lady from the church who can't do it this time. But, you know, to get to do it all myself is such a blessing. I'm really excited about it. Okay. I don't know how many people I'll be cooking for yet, but I'll find that out next Tuesday. Tuesday night. And that's, well, no, I'll find it out tomorrow. I forgot what day this is. This is Thursday for me. I just realized, I'm like, because I'll find it out the day that I have the mediation with my daughter. So I told my daughter, you know, I'm just going to take you in your attorney's lead, you know, and she was telling me what he wants her to focus on. And I'm like, okay, because they're, like I said, their big question is, why weren't you guys here? Why weren't you here? You know, why haven't you pushed more? You know, so much happened that weakened my daughter's faith in the system and her faith in herself. And then to have the father of her child threatening her and saying, you know, I'll take him out of the state, which is what his mom did with him and his dad. So, you know, he's like, I'll do like my mom did. I'll just take him away and you'll never see him again. You don't even know where he's at. That petrified her. It really did. And she was just wanting to be able to visit with her boy and have FaceTime with him and just have normal, you know, visitation. And Matthew was in control of that, and he really hindered any, you know, as much as he possibly could, he hindered it. He blamed it on his job, he blamed it on the dog, he blamed it on whatever he could. And so, I mean, even I lived right at the time that we had the birthday party for him, for Enoch. I had actually told him I lived literally about 2 miles away from them, and he told me when I asked him if I could please come and visit the house, he said, well, no, because his dog is not he's not socialized. And I'm like, then leave the dog in the other room, you know. I mean, let me just come see my grandson. And it was those kind of, situations where you kind of feel like, you're darned if you do and you're darned if you don't, kind of thing. I'm going to try this one because if I put it on the side, it won't matter that these are on the side either way it goes. Let's see how this looks. This is one of those Tim Holtz papers. But yeah, so it was just every time there was a reach out, it was rejected. And then they'd get her on the phone with him and they would put him on speakerphone. So she wasn't allowed to like even talk to him like his mom. She wasn't allowed to have time with him. And then the mother, the grandmother, the other grandmother would get on the phone and she would monopolize the conversation and keep my daughter from talking to him and that kind of stuff. And then when she'd asked to FaceTime, she had asked if she could call every night and say goodnight. They wouldn't let her do that. It was just one thing after another, that we weren't allowed to do. And so you get to a point where you're not welcome and that all of your attempts are going to be rejected, and you really start to feel like, maybe they're right about me, maybe I'm this horrible person, maybe I don't, you know what I mean? You start to kind of feel assaulted by the whole thing. And I don't know, it's hard to explain, but with the right personality type, and he knew how to play my daughter. He knew how to torment her. They dated all through high school, and he knew what would cause her to feel rejected and what would cause her to give up, and he did everything in his power to make sure she did. And so yeah, it was just really, and she held on to the hope that he would be good to their son and that he would stick with it, and that there'd come a time when they would be able to put their differences down and he would cooperate. And she kept hoping for that, and instead, we didn't even know about it, but for a year he had abandoned my grandson and we didn't even know. And there was no communication from him, and finally he contacted me, and the aunt finally reached out to my daughter and was like, what's your intention with your son? Well, we didn't even know you had him. You know what I mean? We thought you babysat him once in a while. We didn't know you actually had possession of my grandson. I mean, it's been a very disconcerting situation, and I'm just praying that the Lord, we're praying that she has some compassion, because she's a mother, and we're hoping that she sees my daughter's heart and hears my daughter's voice and goes, wait a minute, this girl cares. She does care, because my daughter she's so scared, you guys. Please pray for my little girl, please. That's the biggest thing I ask, is pray with me for my baby, because she's very scared she's going to lose her child until he's an adult. And, my goodness, this is the worst thing that's ever happened to us. It honestly is. And God is in control. God is good, and we know he is. So we're trusting him for this outcome to be favorable to us. So, and that's the thing too, we don't even want to take Enoch away from her as far as like never see her again and all that. My daughter just wants the right to see him and to be given the time to get a place to stay that's permanent, and her own place, so that she can have her son back. That's all she wants. It's all she wants. So she's not even trying to be like, oh, you can't have my son, or I want him back right now. And because I don't have an extra bedroom for him. She doesn't have an extra bedroom. Now, I'll be honest, if they don't take that room away in my house, and if they don't take that room away and they actually were to close everything off, I could move the stuff that's in that room back there out into that garage now, and I could make a room for my grandson. So technically, you never know, right? You just don't know what God has planned. So I'm not discounting anything, because God always surprises me. My Lord always surprises and shocks me at his goodness and his love and compassion toward me. So I don't know. You never know what he's got planned. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, let's see here. What time is it? Okay. Yeah, so I just wanted to come on and make this video and talk to you guys and ask you to pray and just hang out with you because I was feeling kind of lonely. I'm waiting for photographers to come to the house. They're going to be here around noon. It's 9:30 in the morning right now. So they'll be here about noon, and we'll see. Supposedly they're here. They're professional photographers. That's what he said. Courtney and I have been through this before. I'm pretty sure they're just going to come in and take pictures because they're going to appraise the house. He needs an appraisal, of course, if he's going to sell it again. He's only owned it like, what, 2 months? So that's a pretty quick turnaround. So pray for us on that one too, okay? Because we have no idea who's going to buy this house and what they're going to do or say. I mean, we have a lease. So whoever buys the house would have to buy it knowing that the people that are in it have a lease. And in Arizona, a lease is like really important. So the problem is, I'm like, dude, you came for 1 month, raised our rent $325, and now you're going to sell it and we're under a lease for that extra money. That sucks, right? He could have just, waited. Oh, I glued that totally upside down. Oh, well, he could have waited and not, done that. I'm like, seriously, why did you do that? But anyway. Oh, well, I told Cordy, us having to pay the extra, in a way, it's good because, so if you accidentally glue the wrong side on like I just did, just cut it open, okay? But I was telling Cordy, in a way it's good because of this, because it's giving us an opportunity to get used to paying a higher rent, okay? So that when we have our own home, we'll be able to manage our money and pay for our own mortgage. Amen? That was my thinking. Okay, this goes really good with this right there. Look at that. Isn't that cute? That looks cute. Okay, we're going to do that one. And then this will be my last one, and I'm going to go ahead afterwards and, come on, there we go. I'm going to go ahead and decorate one. Woohoo! I have oh wow, look at that. Oh, that's bizarre. It's like almost exactly, there's just like the tiniest little bit on this side. That's funny and very cool. I like when stuff like that happens. So we're just gonna trim this, or fold this, and then we'll trim. You know what I could do is just make my pocket. I could have done this. Okay, note to self, note to you guys. If you want, however high you want your paper to be, so you don't have to like double cut it. So it's easier to cut. I want my pocket to be about like that. So just fold it to where you want it, and then you can just trim it off. Plus your scrap will be a little bit bigger that way. Okay, there we go. So that was a little change, but that was a good change. All right, there's that one. I cannot believe how close that is. That's hysterical. Okay, so let's put our glue on. I wanted to say thanks for listening. I know right now I'm just talking to myself, but I know that you guys are going to be on the other side of the screen on Monday, and you're going to pray for me, and you're going to be there talking back to me and hanging out with me, and I appreciate you guys so much because, I know I'm not talking to myself. I know that the Lord hears me, and I know that my sisters hear me. My friends and my family at Terrace Take Family. You guys are amazing. I can get this glue. It's starting to stick. I don't know why it does that. It would be just going along fine. I must just come across a little dry bulb in there or something that clogs it up. There. But yeah, I just really, really, really appreciate y'all being there for me. Okay. That was so funny how that was exactly the size of the paper. Almost. It's just a tiny little nidge there. A little tiny little nidge on the side here. I'm going to have to trim off. Little bit. Super small amount. I love when things come together like that. I really like this one actually. I think it's cute. So now, let me grab this, and we are going to do a, okay, do it like that. I don't want to bend this too much yet. It's not dry. So we're going to go ahead and look for the approximate center. Okay. Now we could have distressed this beforehand, but I didn't, so I'm just gonna I'm gonna distress it once I work on it. And also I am going to do thumb holes on the whole thing. I think that's kind of a good idea, so you can tell there's a pocket there. How many did I get done? 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, 6. That's not bad. In a, what, 30 minutes? Yeah. So, as you can see, super easy, right? We like super easy. Okay. I kind of like the thought of these, the ones that can be being on the bottom. Like, I wouldn't do this one on the bottom because of the words, but so this will be a side pocket, but like this one could be on the bottom because it's going sideways anyway, and then this one can totally be on the bottom, so can this, because it's just flowers. Yeah, so for the most part, I mean, unless you're using direct words and it bothers you to have one side upside down, yeah, you can have them on the bottom of your page. And that will also determine, remember, when you're decorating it, that will also determine how you're going to decorate the piece. Because if you're going to do it on the bottom, you can decorate it this way, but if you're going to do it on the side, you'll want to do it in a, you know, parallel. So, okay. Okay. And I was going to ask you guys again, if you're from America, if you would do me a favor, and I don't even know when I asked you, so I probably said it in Saturday's video or something. If you're from America, do me a favor. If what's going on in Washington right now is bothering you at all with this two-tiered justice system, just to make a statement, even though they're finally moving a little bit on it, but we need to make sure that this does not happen again, because there are many people in office who are actually guilty and need to be charged and probably would never be. I started a petition because it's making me sick about how, you know, Hunter Biden and Joe Biden and his family are getting away with murder, but also because people like Merrick Garland are, you know, assigning somebody to be special counsel when it's a complete farce. The man he assigned to be special counsel legally should not be even able to be special counsel because he is within the DOJ, and he also was the one running the investigation for the last 5 years on Hunter Biden, so he is not impartial. It's a complete conflict of interest, and that is illegal. And instead of the Attorney General, a federal Attorney General, Merrick Garland, being, you know, forced to, I'm cutting that one uneven, shoot, being forced to, you know, assign a real, I got to redo this side, a real special counsel, he's just being let off, and he has totally broken the system. He went against the law. Oh, it's still sealed, good. He went against the law and assigned Mr. Weiss as the special counsel when he is there illegally. And it's those kind of things. So I created a petition to just put our foot down as a United States of America, we the people, you know what I'm saying? I had to say something. I had to say something. I can't keep sitting back not saying anything about what's going on in Washington. I can't go there, but I can speak out this way. So if any of you are American, and you can go on to our community or to my Facebook, and you'll find the petition there, and would sign that with me, just letting Washington know we the people are making a statement and putting our foot down. You cannot continue to do this and allow this in our nation. So yeah. All right. So I think this one I have to go sideways because it's 6 inches wide. Okay. So this one I will have to do sideways, which is a bummer because I like it. I kind of like it like that. I could trim it down a little bit, I guess. It was so perfect in its size that I didn't want to do that. Let me grab a journal. I'm always grabbing Foxglove right now because that's the one that's right here. So if I put it, yeah. But if I go at the bottom, it'll be too wide. Yeah, that's what I thought. So I'm thinking this actually would look cute in here on a page. Let me see, what pages do I have painted? I have not finished this yet as of today. Of course, it's still early in the week. I'm thinking though that I could put it like this pages have burgundy and pink. So I'm thinking I could do it like that and like that. Kind of want it in the middle, but there's this spot here I have of wrinkled paper I was wanting to cover, but I don't know. Let's see. We do have other places I have painted. Yeah, and I could use Foxglove stuff on here. Yeah. I might do that. Okay. We have over here, what do I do with it? Hold on one sec, I gotta pause. Okay, I'm back. I just needed to grab these. I took them off the tray and I put everything in these bags because I had to clean up because of those people coming over today. So yeah. So I'm looking here. I've got a small bench. I'm wondering if I could, let's see, which page do I want this on? I'm thinking I'll do it this way. So we could put one of our little ones who's sitting, or we could have him stand next to the, no, I want one. Oh, here we go. Here she is. Look at, she's so cute. And she's got little flowers sitting on the bench. And then we could put one of these little tiny signs. Let's see. She stayed there. We could put one of these little signs with something, freedom, wonder. I'm looking. Huh. No, I'm not going to do that. Sorry, I'm just looking in here to... see what all I've got. Now that everything's in one bag, I'm kind of like, okay, now I can't dig through it as easily. Plenty of cards in there. Okay, so we could do butterflies. Oh, my flowers are over here. I'm like, where's my flowers? Oh, and I could put a tree behind her. I have some trees. Do I have a smaller tree still? Let's see. Ah, there we go. All right. I've got to clean everything up after I'm done with the video. Ah, Tara, ouch. That popped. Hit me. All right, let's see. Okay. All right. Got to be really careful here on the stick. So anyways, let's see, it's Monday. What did you guys do this weekend? Did anybody go anywhere, do anything? What are you working on? Okay. I am looking at doing a giveaway. That's another thing I wanted to mention. I was thinking about doing like a live drawing for fun. I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do for the giveaway. I'm not sure what I'm going to do as far as what the prize is going to be. But I was thinking of maybe a combination of like vintage book pages and hold on one second, guys. Okay, I'm back. I had to kill a fly. I thought it was a different kind of bug, but it was a fly. I'm so glad it wasn't the other kind. So anyway, what I was saying was I'm deciding on what I want the gift to be, but I was kind of thinking of a combination of book pages, vintage book pages, and some handmade ephemera from me that I have made. So if that is something you'd like to do and you would like to be a part of that drawing, let me know in the comments below, okay? And then I will let you guys know the date and the time once I've settled on a prize, and I will bring the prize on so y'all can see it and all that good stuff. I'm thinking I'm gonna do something else here too. I'm gonna round my corners on the top of this. Just thought it'd make it look nice. Okay. All right, now back to business here. So yeah, let's say that the requirement to enter the drawing is that you put your name in the comments of this video, okay, and or put yes, I'd like to be a part of the drawing in the video comments, and then also an idea for a mask make. I want to involve you guys in coming up with some fun ideas for mask makes. Okay? So if you have some thoughts on that could be our requirements to be a part of the drawing. There we go. Okay, those two sides are done, and then I've got to do my little paper do I want to use. I need a piece. I'll just grab something out of the trash here. How about this envelope? That'll be perfect. Don't care what happens to this one. I have such a huge collection of envelopes, I don't really need to worry about this one. Oops, I'm seeing here where I need some glue on this. There's a couple of spots here that envelope, see right there? Gotta make sure and put enough glue or it's not gonna stick. Thought I saw one on this side too. Let's see. Yep, a little tiny bit. Okay. All right. Okay, now words are upright. So what I was thinking, I of course wanted to put some ground and then put some more ground. I kind of like to just have the appearance of a little bit of shadowing underneath stuff. So the tree, I see a bug, an ant. Did I get him? Little stinker. I'm not sure if I got him or not. Ugh, gosh, I can't stand those things. Little teeny tiny gnat. If I didn't kill him, I scared him. I know I scared him at least. Okay, so anyway, so I'm just gonna lightly go over this, and I'll show you why I did the 2 lines in a second, because I'm gonna put the tree kind of behind her, above and behind her a little bit, and I wanted there to be like a differentiation. See what I mean? Like the shadowing of the ground without it being so it kind of looks like little hills of dirt. Okay, I like that. And then I was going to put this tree here, and then the bench here. Maybe I'll bring this down a little bit. Okay. I put the tree there, and I'm going to bring the bench up. There we go. But I kind of want them to overlap. And then this can be kind of give it a little bit of dimension. There. Okay, yeah. And then she'll be sitting here. Alright, so let's get some glue on this little guy. I will probably next time, if I do this on the other side or something similar, I will probably put the dirt a little wider apart and bring the tree up a little higher, depending on how I decorate the other side, but that's something that I'm going to do next time. Okay, and then put this little sign. Yeah. Okay. I really like these little signs that came in that kit. They're so cute. Now, put that like that. I want this sign to show like the stand, you know what I mean, like the wood, the pole. But I also want it to look kind of like it's behind the bench. I wish I could use the bigger bench on here, but I think it's too big. See? So I'm gonna have to stick with this little guy and make it work. I'm wondering if I have a child that's a little bit smaller. I might. She's little, but I think I have some that are even smaller. Okay. So I want the bench to be sitting on the ground, but just in front of the pole. See how the pole, so it looks like it's kind of a three-dimensional thing. Now let's look at these kids and see if I have any that are a little bit tinier. These little babies are so precious, but they're standing up and I want them to be sitting, so. Here's my dog. I love the dog. Yeah, I'm just not sure if I'm gonna find one that's smaller. There's that one little girl. Oh, here's one. Oh, she's standing. Shoot. Too bad. She's standing up. I think that this little guy, is he smaller than her? No, he's about the same size and he's sitting sideways. Oh. She could lean on it. I don't know. Nope, I don't see any that are gonna necessarily be smaller. They're already pretty small, huh? Have to be a wee little baby. Let's see. Nope, he's not smaller either. Okay, so I think she's it. Which, she's cute as a button, but I just was thinking that maybe if I had somebody a little bit shorter, but it's okay. Alright. I gotta get her angled right on that bench so that it looks like her little skirt is resting on the bench and her legs are bent over it. I think I did pretty good. Now, we want to say, you know, I've still, like I pulled out the other day, I've got all those others from the girls' kits, and they have some really cool words. I'm wondering, sunshine, too long. Let me see. Let me see. I don't usually cut them, but okay. I'm thinking will it fit? It'll fit. Stating the obvious. This is a journal. There we go. All right. Now, I am going to add, I think I'll add a little bit of stamping around the edges for fun. For fun. Let's get this pretty one up here. And I think I'm going to use I was thinking I would use the vintage, but I think I'm going to use the walnut stain because it's a little darker and it'll stand out a little bit more, which I kind of want. And I just want a little bit of it around the edges, you know, to give it some beauty, a little bit of beauty. I just think it's pretty. All right, maybe one more right here. There we go. So she's kind of surrounded by flowers and bushes, and then we'll do a couple of butterflies. Yeah. And we'll put, I haven't used any in a while, but I'm thinking we could put a little bit of bling on our butterflies. That always looks pretty. What time is it? Okay, we're almost there. I wanted to do both sides, but let's see. Uno más. One more. This little guy right here. And all these butterflies, these pretty little butterflies come in the kit. The Foxglove Forest kit. So, and they are little beauties. There. Okay, and like I said, I haven't used this in a minute, but I would like to. I've been using my pink a lot. I kind of stopped using the black ones, and they're so pretty, but I think I'll use the black this time. The pink ones that I got at Hobby Lobby, these I got there too, but they're a little bit bigger than the pink ones, and so I kind of got away from using them as much. At first, the black ones are all I had, and I love them, don't get me wrong. I think what I might do is put a black one on this big guy, and then put these littler ones on. I love my Diamante. I've noticed after doing this now for a couple of years, you have your favorite things you love to use, and you kind of start to use them all the time, which is what happened for me. And then I realized I was doing like the same things all the time, so I kind of pulled away from certain things. And now I'm realizing I can pull back, I can like go back to those things because I haven't seen them in a while, I haven't used them in a while. I think I probably noticed a lot of that because I'm with you guys, and being that I'm doing this with an audience, and you know, you always want to mix it up, you always want to make it interesting, and so I got to where I felt like I was probably being boring, so I quit using certain things. Like I quit brushing the tempera paint across my stuff, even though I absolutely love that look, and I've started doing it a little more again because I'm like, okay, I haven't done it in a long time, you know. Okay, oops, and then don't drop it like that, and you should be good. Okay, it got caught under my fingernail and fell, so I'm gonna put the glue right there on the butterfly like I did the last one, and then drop it on top, and hopefully it'll go correctly. There. All right, so there's the one side. Okay, and I don't really want to keep you guys for a ton of time, so but I'm gonna do something on this side as well. let's see how fast I can go. I do want to do some more stamping, so I think I'll do the stamping first this time. We'll just kind of take it around. Oh, you know what? I've got to open this up because it's getting, it got caught. Like the Diamantes caused me not to be able to press down. Shoot, and it messed up what could have been a good stamp. And as usual, I'm going to attempt to do this down on top of it again, which is probably going to mess it up, but we'll see. Not bad. It's okay. It's all right. That's how I see it. Okay. Oops. I'm going to pull it off of here and there we go. Oh wow, I came right down on top of that. Not bad. And a quick one right there. So now I've got my stamp. Okay. Put that back. Now on this one, I think I might do it a little bit different. I'm thinking animals this time and flowers. Let's see what I got. I don't have, since I'm almost done with the journal, I don't want to print a bunch of animals out. I do have these 2 deer. So I'm kind of thinking that I might, where's my, this one's too big. Too big. I've got to get like the other one. I've got to do like a, maybe I'll just do flowers on that. I don't know. Let me see. I just had a deja vu. Do you guys ever do that? I think we all have deja vus at some point. I just had one. When I was reaching into this bag for, oh, I have this little guy too. I didn't realize I still had him. So I could do a tree. That tree's too big. We've already established that, Tara. Let's do a smaller tree. How about that one? Nope. It's gonna have to be one of these little guys. I really like these, the ones with the green, the yellow and the green in them. I just think they look really cute. Let me see. And I'm gonna do goes like that, huh? I was thinking if I did the tree down here and had some flowers hanging, nope, underneath to just kind of, I don't know, you guys. No, that orange doesn't quite go with the pink. I wish I still had some rocks. I just don't want to print out any more papers because I'm almost done. That's the only reason I'm hesitant. Oh, you know what I could do is put a log right here and then set him on top of the log and then do some flowers at the base. Yeah, I think I'll do that. That'll be fun. Sorry, little deer, or should I do this tree? Whatever I'm doing, I'm going to use this, and I'm going to make some ground here. Okay, what time is it? Okay. Bear with me, I'm almost done. And we're gonna gotta darken the edges of the log here. I actually think I like this log better. It's lighter. Or this stump, I should say. Okay, let's do this and darken these edges. Get our little flower ready here. What time is it? Okay, 10:15. That person's not supposed to be here until noon. I hope they're on time, not early or late, and that way I can kind of gauge my day. I'm thinking, should I have this growing out of the log? I don't know. I wanted some foxglove on here. Huh. You know what? Maybe I should do this one just because he can stand on that top better. I don't know. It kind of fits on here a little bit better too. He's hiding from the deer. What do you think? I really do have a harder time figuring stuff out with the botanical. I know it's silly, but it's true, and I'm learning and growing in that. I'm so used to working with like fashion, or not fashion, but like ladies and children, or mostly people, you know, in general. And so it's been such a good challenge for me to collaborate with Tanya and Nenny. They're so creative about this. It's amazing. Sometimes I just watch Tanya's videos to see how she works with building, you know, like the outdoor type schemes. I'm gonna cut this tree a little tiny bit, like right through here. Just reshape it. I don't think it matters, right? So that it'll fit around that, I need it to fit around that, what you call it, thumb hole, a little better. Let's see. There we go. There we go. All right. And then I can put some of the foxglove here. I would like the deer here. Does foxglove grow out of trees? I don't think it does. I don't think so. I'm going to put this down. I'm just going to go for it. Ugh. Annoying. Okay, come on. There we go. All right. There. All right. Put that on top of, right there on the dirt. Bring it down a little bit so it's there. So it's in the dirt. Well, my version of dirt down here. I really love this deer, so I am going to use him because he's gorgeous. You know what I could do is I could put greenery. Let's see. because we have all this, like, no, it's too big. I have small ones too. I could put some, let's see. I'm trying to add a little more to the picture, and then I'm also going to put some words probably, you know. I know it seems weird, but I'm thinking of cutting the stem off, and then when I glue it down, I can just have it kind of behind him, like so. And where else? I've got other, oh, here's a small one. Now I'm getting nervous because I know it's time for the video to end, so I'm hurrying. There we go. That's a little better. Yeah. So I'm gonna... Oh, this is very aggravating, you guys. And these are new bottles too, so there's... Now it's stuck. There's really no call for this. So at least it adds a little bit of plants, you know, behind him, like some bushes kind of thing. I kind of wanted him to cover that. No, I've got it in such a position that it can't. Oh well. Oh, there we go. Do I have a smaller deer? I think I do. Let me check. Is he bigger? No, he's big too. I could have sworn, ouch! Oh, I have it cut on my finger and I just poked it. Ow, ow, ow. I'm looking here really quick, you guys, because I thought I had a smaller deer. Maybe I used him. I might have used him already. Well, let's see about this little guy standing here instead of the deer. I really wanted to use the deer, but I can use him somewhere else. Let's see if we can put this and then have him right there. Then you can see. Oh, there you go. Then we'll have the fox. Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that, and then I was thinking it would look kind of cute to put a butterfly. Oh, come on now. I'm getting very irritated with my glue. I'm going to have to do like a major cleaning of my nozzles, you know. It's just what happens when you don't use them enough. I haven't used my glue enough lately, and there you go. Layer those little guys, and then he is going to stand in front of them, and then up on top okay, and then these can go back in here. Now, let's see. Words, words, words. Not gonna put a sign. put this like right there, that ticket, because it says foxglove on it. I put it there. Let's see, one of these butterflies. That is too yellow. He matches the page too much. He's not going to show up. How about this guy? He's a blast of color. Yep, I think I will use him. He's just going to kind of be flying past the log. I'm wondering, one last little detail here. I have more of these tickets. I'm not even sure how this will look, but I was thinking just to add to foxglove forest, I could just put the word foxglove across this log right there, because it looks blank, you know what I mean, the log, because I don't have any more animals to be standing on it, which I probably would have done, but like I said, I don't want to print a bunch of stuff out, more stuff out. Let's see. There. Let me see. All right, so there's our little picture on this side. Okay, so we have a little scene for our little rabbit. And then when you flip it over, we have a little girl sitting kind of at a park scene with a pine tree. Okay, so there we go. There's a decorated piece. Now let's see it in our journal. Now that we have a decorated piece, and then we'll be done for the day. You're like, woo, thank goodness. Let's see, where did I have that page? Oh, I could put it here, actually. So now you can kind of see. I don't have a double, I don't have a double painted page. I just have, so anyway, there's your quadruple side page or lower page pocket. I like them. They're pretty cool. I hope you like them too. And I hope that you were inspired. And this is a very long mass make, and I'm sorry for that. I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow. If you received any value from this, please hit like, subscribe to the channel, share the videos, and let people know about our family here. And I will see you guys tomorrow. God bless you. I love you. Bye-bye.